From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give on the inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unloads it left. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
He's got it down the right side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Back to throw, it's Battle. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Looking to fire. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the 1st down and more. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Sets up the screen. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one right now in Gainesville. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Battle. Here's the pressure. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The give out of the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw. It's Battle. Under fire. Punts it out of the air. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's battled. Quickly complete. Pick up a 5, they'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Shaw. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it?
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clock is wound down. Just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Battle. Here's the heat. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Bearcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll put... It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw. It's Battle. Got the quick pass. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got his man. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start. Looking for blockers. What is this? They are setting up the punt on 1st down. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. To the air. It's Battle. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big-picture TCU. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Tom.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The throw to the outside is complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Finds his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second and goal coming up. He might want another play. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A little release to the back. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but a great field position for the O at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Tackle is made at the 30. Now, 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Battle. Dumps it to the back. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Battle. Zings it complete to the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
From the gun. It's complete to the left. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking for a man. It's Battle. Touchdown, Horn Frog! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the heat. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. What's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Touchdown, Bearcats! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throws toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in that.
Touchdown, Bearcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Battle. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense not showing press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a deep man. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got him. Looking for the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it to the right side. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start.